Hello simps and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be reacting to one of Call of Shame's recent videos. Let's get right into it.
The Nuke Squad have had a wake-up call. They have been booted out of FaZe. What does the future hold for them?
First off, to be happy about others' misfortune is a terrible personality trait. Second, almost everyone was booted, and not for any hacker reasons.
Nuke Squad will sell their souls for a payday.
Let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met, but let's pretend it's love. And never stop for anyone. Tonight, let's let go.
Terrible music choice as always.
Nuke Squad stock is on the rise. Nuke Squad stock is on the rise.
Shut up. Oh no, it's not. Didn't you hear? Nuke Squad has been kicked out of FaZe clan. Nuke Squad have well and truly been nuked.
Oh shoot, didn't they get the memo? There's no way. Has no one actually told them? Look at their faces!
Oh, that's so funny.
More on this later, but first I have to address some misinformation that streamers have been spreading in a failed attempt to discredit my work. Swag, in one last desperate attempt to clear streamers from cheating claims, decided to go through some of my older videos, from 3 years ago in some cases. This video was created by a simp that loves streamers, called COD and 4Gay.
It's 2024. Your discriminatory tendencies are showing.
They are completely obsessed with Call of Shame, and it's kinda creepy. Anyhow, more on this clip later.
You sure are full of yourself. No one is obsessed with you. You're just an easy target.
I am told he ran away and had a mental breakdown. So let's take a little look at some of these claims. This will prove that these clowns that try to debunk these videos only offer opinions. This will be the only time I will do this, so sit down, school's in session.
First off, it's always the same from you. Clown this or bedroom streamer that. Grow your vocabulary. Second, sorry to break it to you, but all of your vids are opinions too. You're teaching no one.
In today's video, we go to war against the accusation community. You know, they believe every streamer is cheating.
False. The Call of Shame channel has never held that opinion. There are many streamers that do not cheat. I have even plugged some of them on the channel. The only streamers I believe are cheating
You just said you believe are cheating. That means their opinions.
are the ones I state are cheating on the Call of Shame channel. It really is that simple.
Today we're going to debunk a sus clip posted by Call of Shame, using metaphor for using wall hacks. After looking at the clip, it definitely seems sus. However, this is probably the shortest debunk video I've done, because it's so easy to explain. Currently we're watching FaZe Dirty's point of view, but let's take a look at metaphors.
Nice. Good.
Get in, get in, get in.
Coming.
They're coming out the front door right here on me.
No, let me in.
Live
I
ping.
down two.
So there you have it, debunked.
False. The claim here was not the enemy in the door. The enemy he pinged was Wagnificent, and he then moved to Dirty. I even said in my video, he was tracking FaZe Dirty, as Wagnificent can clearly be seen. Metaphor plays on mousinky, so aim assist is not possible, and even if he was cheating with scripts, he would lose it in the smoke, leaving the only possible claim is that he was walling. How can someone debunk something, when they don't even understand the claims raised? They had to trail through all my content, to 11 months ago, to find that clip. Absolute clown behavior. Consider that debunked.
Here it is again. Clown behavior. The way you talk is annoying. And the video you're debunking was actually posted 11 months ago too. Shows how much you actually research.
Now let's continue.
Let's take a look at why Breadman probably knew who this was.
Silly clips like this, with probably this, and probably that, are opinion-based and not debunks.
You act like you are the almighty all-knowing. Your accusations are all opinions, not facts. The arrogance is disgusting.
Simply stating he probably remembered the name, because he remembered the skin, especially a default, is ridiculous. Breadman is a well-known cheating streamer, and I have proven this many times. Opinions are not debunks, debunked.
Looks sus, and Call of Shame has some other words besides cheating, like Super Ev should be disqualified, and he's doing one of two things: wall hacks or stream sniping. But he edited it out before I could download, probably because he realized he was wrong.
Once again, Complete nonsense and the exact reason why the debunkers should never be trusted. The claim here was simple. During a $1.2 million tournament, you are not allowed to avoid enemy players based on who they are. Nobody suggested FaZe Swag or Super Evan were using wall hacks, and nobody said stream sniping. This was a lie. How can people make debunk videos and not even understand the concept of the video?
If you're not saying they were using wall hacks or stream sniping, how else would they know to stay away from them?
But these people are so desperate, they need to go back years. This was day 1 release, and the game was completely bugged. When a player shoots at the ground and gets hit markers through the car, you better believe I am going to ask questions. A few days after release of the game, an update was released to fix this. I even explained this was broken game mechanics in the comments, but they won't tell you that.
Nobody wants to go through your simp comments.
Desperate, they even went back 3 years with nothing but opinions. Like this, trying to explain a biffle clip by throwing a stun inside a building at low level, then making a claim it produces similar results, when this is not the case, which is why these debunkers did not replicate this exactly. These debunkers don't even know the difference between UAVs and area markers. Again, all they offer is opinions.
You, as well, only offer opinions, you narcissistic bastard.
There's nothing else to say about this. He's aiming right at the red dot. It's a UAV. He knows where he's at. And it goes by so fast, it doesn't even mean anything, in my opinion.
Here is a small debunk I did on this years ago, but they didn't show you this. First, I will address this nonsense, that the simps claim the enemy player was on the UAV, and this is why, he was able to snap to the enemy player. So sit down, pay attention, and let me educate you. This is an area location marker, to make his team aware of danger. This is not an enemy player ping, and absolutely not a UAV ping. This is confirmed by Wagnificent's POV, clearly visible, when he moved up the hill. Wagnificent will also mark this as caution, marking the area yellow. So, stop this nonsense about how he appeared on the minimap. He didn't, this was the original location marker.
This is not aimbot. You would have to have the aimbot set to aim at players through walls with a high aimbot FOV. If this was true, you would see it all the time in his gameplay. Accidental snaps.
It even disappears while a UAV is active, so how can it be a UAV ping?
Look at the minimap. If you spend time and you watch Symphony play, he does this constantly. He uses his minimap to his full potential. All Shame just edits it out so the viewer won't understand how Symphony could possibly aim there. There's nothing else to say about this. He's aiming right at the red dot. It's a UAV. He knows where he's at.
This is why I catch cheaters, and you do not. It's just false information, like this clip for example. On my original video, Joe turns his head away from the screen as the graphics below are being loaded. This debunker conveniently cut that part out, and fooled the audience to make it look as Joe just saw the enemy go into the building below. He zooms past Joe's webcam to show an enemy, and not showing Joe's head turning. But this is what really happened on my original video. You can clearly see Joe turning his head away from the screen. Never trust any of these debunkers. They manipulate everything to support these streamers. Here they are, both side by side, further proving my point. They just lie and manipulate clips to defend these Warzone streamers.
Turning your head is not proof of cheating. That's ridiculous, and it sounds like you're projecting your own insecurities, complaining about lying and manipulating.
Here is another example why I never address these debunkers. Because they don't have any idea what they're talking about. They claim the enemy can be seen in the house, and I use low-quality clips to manipulate the frames, to make it look like a snap, despite the fact it's taken directly from Twitch. So let's take a look. I have digitally enhanced this clip, and downloaded it in full HD. I have also made the clip as clear as possible, so we can see everything. First thing to point out is there is nobody looking out the window, as Neo is currently low level, in the water. Now, as he climbs in elevation, textures begin to load into the map. This is not an enemy player, this is a texture and it moves based on Neo's elevation. Still no enemy. Now as he climbs in elevation and gets closer to the building, more textures begin to show. Warzone Caldera was a terrible map for textures loading. Plants would randomly appear from nowhere. This is again, another texture, as it loads in. This is a texture, not an enemy player, and this snap is not manipulated. Now, with this in mind, let me run this again. The fact I have had to debunk this, and you were not able to see this is embarrassing. These so-called debunkers are silent on 99% of my content. They will crawl through hundreds of clips and simply ignore them. Absolute clown behavior. This is why I always say, ignore debunkers because they only provide their opinions. This will be the only time I ever address these silly claims. You're now all dismissed.
Again, clown behavior. Shut up, and again, you just have opinions.
Oh, one last thing. The editor for FaZe Swag, that placed this note at the end of the video, lied. The Call of Shame channel has never stated cheats were downloaded to test. That is simply a lie and misinformation. Not everyone wants to be a streamer. If I wanted to be a streamer, I would go live and triple just about every one of you for views, remember that.
Or disgusting narcissism makes me sick. It's so cringe.
I wouldn't play this game if you paid me.
We lived in FaZe houses for 3 years now. We're actually moving out tomorrow. So this is the last video you're gonna see, I believe, in this house.
Or terrible music. I'm going to cut it here. Conclusion. Call of Shame is an arrogant, narcissistic, uneducated disgrace for a human being. A Pied Piper of simps. I feel somewhat sorry for this lonely little man and the people that follow him.